This is Holding Left Edge with Christian and Simon.
Nice.
Sexual.
We're going.
We are back again.
Hello and welcome to episode 10 of Holding Left Edge with Simon and Christian. We're joined today by Rob Lonsdale, who is our very good buddy from Jackal Rifle Club. Rob, say hello.
Hello, how are we doing?
Very well, thank you.
We're very good, thank you. This is the M25 edition, we're going to call it, because we're currently stuck on the M25. Oh, we're not stuck. We're moving slowly on the M25 out of that Londonish, having been to Chobham Bridge at Bisley, in the south of England, for those that don't know where it is.
If anybody doesn't know what Chobham Ridge are, let's say you're listening to this in Antarctica or Mozambique or some other very exotic place where no doubt we've got lots of listeners. Chobham Ridge is part of the Bisley camp, which is run by the National Rifle Association here in the UK. Officially designated a military base. Officially designated
military range.
Military range, yeah. So I mean, Bisley is world renowned, and Chobham Ridge was a first for me. Normally, when I go down to Bisley, I'm on the Stickle Down or Sentry ranges, which are always a good time. But
Bisley is the shooting centre of excellence in the UK. If you haven't shot at Bisley, you really need to. A, because it's such a fantastic place to go and stop for a few days, with all the different places to stop and eat. And there's so much going on. There's different competitions, different disciplines being shot, and it's just a great place to be. Then, if you're into your longer range stuff and you fancy something a bit more challenging, everything at Bisley's flat on Bisley Camp, apart from Chobham Ridge, which has got 2 firing points. Shoot down into a valley to about 1100-ish, something like that.
1100 metres. Yeah,
1100 metres. So it's a great venue, great place to go. If you're a member of a Home Office club, certainly one that's NRA affiliated, you can book on there and have a great day out.
yeah, it's great when you're at the firing point, being able to see out into the distance back at the main Bisley camp, where they've got the Stickle Down range. It's just considering you're on the outskirts of London, but it's a very populated area, isn't it?
Very wealthy area.
Around Bisley, very affluent area as well. But it's just such a wide expanse, the danger zone, but surrounded all around, isn't it, by very nice properties and residences.
So that's where we've been, that's what we've been doing. Sat in the back is, as Chris said, our good friend Rob Lonsdale. For those that don't know Rob, he's one of the nicest guys you've wished to meet. For those that have met him, they'll agree with me. Rob is also secretary of Jackal Rifle Club, so all the shooting we do up and down the country, Rob is the guy that makes that magic happen. And he's quite a busy shooter in his own right, so I know I've basically told your whole life story. But do you want to just tell us who you are, Rob, and a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So, Rob Lonsdale, Jackal Rifle Club secretary, as Simon said. I've got quite an eclectic shooting history, shall we say. I started shooting in my late 20s due to a climbing injury. I snapped a tendon in the finger, so couldn't climb anymore, so took up, of all things, bench rest at my local small bore rifle club. Then from there, I kind of progressed into small bore prone to reasonable success up to kind of county level. And then kind of lost my way a little bit with that and got into a little bit of UK PSA mini rifle, long barrel pistol. Generally through social media, reached out to Christian on Instagram after seeing him doing a PR22 match at Lodge, I think it was, and kind of asked him, that looks exciting, how do I get involved in this? And he invited me along to use, I think it was your rifle actually, wasn't it, Christian, that first got me into it. And then from there, I kind of got the bug with PR22 and did a few matches locally, and then dropped out into the full bore range down at Pro Shoot and did some full bore PR matches, and that's kind of where I am at the minute.
Whereabouts did we meet and all that then? Because we met at Brid, didn't we?
We met at Brid Rifle Club, yeah.
You were at a mini rifle thing, and I went to drop some stuff off. Was I sponsoring it or something like that?
Yes, I think you were, yeah.
And then, so where was that in the grand scheme of things?
Good question.
Was that before you got into PR22?
Yes, I was doing mini rifle at the time with Marty Secker and Gareth Hansen down at Brid Rifle Club. We met off the back of Marty, I think.
And then we
became good friends, and then we started travelling down to matches together down at Pro Shoot. doing some PR22 matches there with Team Jackal. And then going on from there, we obviously met everybody around the Jackal team, and we decided that the Jackal team was a great vessel for everyone shooting, but what we really wanted was a home office club to develop new and young shooters into the environment of precision rifle or marksmanship, whichever discipline you want to do that in. And we found the home office club was the way to facilitate that need in the right way.
And I remember that point when that happened, and the three of us all of a sudden realised that we to achieve what we needed to achieve in terms of trying to get more people shooting, trying to promote what we're doing, because Jackal Rifle Club was running for a while, and typically training events we were putting on as commercial days, weren't we?
Yes.
Just booking a range. So when we had that realisation that if we wanted to try and do all the things we always talked about, bringing more people into shooting, especially stuff with kids, then it was like, well, there's so many ways you can do that, and unfortunately a lot of them don't really satisfy either the legal framework that's there, or it becomes increasingly difficult to do it because you're trying to get people to get into shooting, you might not have FACs.
Yeah.
And it very happened quite quickly, in fairness, didn't it? We had a couple of conversations, the three of us, and we decided let's just go for it. And then Jackal Rifle Club happened, and I think since then there's been an awful lot of work to get us there. That's the first bit.
Yeah.
And for anyone that's involved in home office clubs, setting them up, even getting the home office to accept your application. We know people, really good people, shooting up and down the country who are trying to get their social club accepted as a home office club, and they're struggling. So that was all.
Yeah, there's a lot of bureaucracy to go through, isn't there? But actually, once it's approved and up and running, it actually opens so many doors. From, like you say, even from a legal standpoint, getting people onto the range, using club firearms legally, and having that training framework around you as well. You know, we've got a lot of good people in Jackal Rifle Club, a lot of experience in a lot of different disciplines, and having that experience and that wealth of knowledge around, I think, puts us in a really good spot to bring on and develop juniors in whatever discipline they want to achieve.
And the culmination of that is that when we were a home office club, we then affiliated to the NRA, which I always said from the outset, I'm fortunate I'm a secretary of another NRA affiliated club, and I've been for a good while. The benefits of being affiliated to the NRA are massive, including we've just been able to book job up.
Yeah, just as a Jackal Rifle Club booking.
And I think that can't be overlooked. A lot of people look to set clubs up, and again, we know people that have done this, and they've tried to go a different route, and they've found a lot of friction from the police forces, because having that NRA affiliation, the NRA having some understanding of the ranges you're using and the type of shooting you're doing and the people you're bringing on, the fact you've got instructors and RCOs and all those accredited people within your club is just absolutely massive. So I can't recommend that enough. In terms of where we've been today then, so I don't know, we've done loads of talking.
Yep.
I did loads of talking, so we've had 11 people at Chop today?
Yes.
Yeah, there's been 11 of us. Got a strong membership at the club. It's as the guys have already said, it's grown quite quickly. Really strong membership, and it was a good day out, wasn't it, with 11 of the club members.
It was, yeah.
Coming together at Chobham. We're quite a disparate club. We don't really have a specific location. We've got a lot of members from all around the country, all sharing that passion for precision rifle. So it's good to be able to go to a range such as Chobham and for a few of us to get together there from different parts of the UK. We do a lot of shooting up in the northeast.
Yeah.
Is it northeast?
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
it feels a bit south to me, but yeah, in the northeast of England, and there's been a few club shoots down in the south of Wales as well. But it's good every now and again for us to come together in a location. So
we've had everything. For those that have been to Chobham, you'll know there's no HME, high muzzle energy firearms allowed. So realistically, you're topping out at 308. For those people, including me, that have got a 300 Win Mag tucked away in the cabinet or a 338, no bueno, unfortunately. So we had 308s, 6.5, Creedmoors. I had a 303. what else? Saw the calibre. Went some 2-2s.
2-2 went on, didn't they, as well?
Was that about it? I think that was everything, really,
I think
wasn't
so.
it? And no surprise to know, predominantly Bagaras. Some other things, but Bagara was a...
There was a lot of Bagaras there today.
Couple of elites, one in 6.5, one in 308. Couple of stainless steel barrel actions in 308 and 6.5 in various chassis. I've got crests. Rob, you should BMP, don't you? 6.5.
I do, yeah, 6.5 BMP.
So it was a bit of a Bagara fest, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I had my new Ridge Carbon with my vintage bender scope on top. First time I had a chance to zero that and gather a bit of dope for it. And it worked really, really well with some lead-free ammunition. Very happy with the setup. It's been a really good day. Got the Premier Elite out, stretched its legs out to nearly a kilometre. And there's a bit of friendly competition to see who could hit the furthest targets. I must say, Rob hit the further target than what I hit today. I heard from somebody that he wasted 50 rounds getting out there. But then when we came to the 900 metre target, I think I was first round in packs and Rob was a little bit off. But anyway, no, we had a good laugh.
It was good. And that's the great thing about the Jackal Rifle Club events, I think, is the camaraderie that we saw today. People spotting for each other, helping with wind calls. People getting data on calibers that maybe not used before. That's what I love, and that's what I love about the atmosphere that we've created. That there is that friendly rivalry, that friendly competition, but it's not taken too seriously. No one, sees their arse over it, if you like. It is all just taken in good.
A nice, relaxed, but very safe and well-run day. The two ROs who are, pretty much full-time ROs at Bisley. They know what they're doing. They said how much a pleasure it was to have us on the range today. So that's, for me, as someone running a club, it's as big a compliment as we can get in terms of what we're doing and trying to do it right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And all of your members, the feedback from everyone today was that they all enjoyed themselves. We need to book some more, so it's been a successful day out all around.
We're obviously we're in first day of December today, so I hope everybody said white rabbits if you have a superstitious bent. But it's only 4:20, and we're already losing the light. So if I shine a torch on Rob's face, that's just so that you viewers can see it.
You're going to be interrogated.
So, Rob, what's it like being the secretary of the club? A lot of responsibility there.
It is a lot of responsibility. There's a lot of legal responsibility. We've been the club firearms certificate holder as well. Responsible for all of the admin with the police. Police liaison, checking your members, keeping people up to date with their firearms records. We use a great product called RangeMate, which makes that job.
I think I sneezed over RangeMate then. Say it again. I didn't know on purpose. Dan will forgive me.
So I'll just go back to the beginning. So a lot of the job is admin. So that's police liaison. Checking new members. A lot of the job is made a lot easier by a product we use called RangeMate. So, for example, today's RangeMate log was tick everybody in. They can then jump onto that product, say what ammunition they've used, say what rifle they've used, and that helps us liaise with the police when they say, oh, Joe Blogs, how many times have they shot this year? Are they still a current member?
It's a phenomenal bit of kit. As someone that's been running another home office club, a separate one, the old-fashioned way as a secretary for a long time, RangeMate is an evolution in how to run clubs.
It is, and even like you say, the whole process of joining, payments, membership, it's just seamless. Booking onto shoots is easy. It's all managed by, I think Stripe is the back end of the payment system, but it's seamless. It's easy.
Electronic range logs, electronic firearms register, round counts if we so wish it, so we can make people submit how many rounds we've shot at a certain event. We don't do that a lot because for some people that's a bit too much, and without boring people, you can't then book onto another event unless you've ticked all the boxes. So sometimes we make a run for our own back. But Dan, who created it, he's a membership secretary of a home office club down south. He got fed up of the old-fashioned way and decided to do something different. He's a very switched-on chap who works in that area of IT anyway, and what he's created is fantastic. involved in running a home office club in the UK and you fancy making your life a damn sight easier, then yeah, you need to have a look at range, mate. We don't make any money for saying that or anything like that. It's just a genuinely good bit of kit.
Yeah.
It'll make your life a lot easier.
I certainly think I expected the role to encompass a lot more admin, and I think because we don't have, like you said, a physical venue, we don't have an overhead to run. Actually, it's quite easy. The members, we put the shoots on, we organise what range, what dates, but it's the members that do most of the work. They go, right, there's 15 spots available on this day, and 9 times out of 10, if you leave it more than a couple of weeks, you can't get onto that range bay because it's booked. Everyone's keen to get events booked up in advance, which is great for us because it means we've then got the funds to be able to go ahead and book more range days in further advance. We've just come off the back of Chobham Ridge today, and the first thing everyone said was we need to do at least 2 more of these next year.
Yeah.
So we'll get back home, we'll throw some dates in the calendar, and members will be available to book those, almost within the week, I would suggest.
I mean, that's on top of other bookings we've got. A place like Otterburn.
Yeah.
We've got lots of shoots at the quarry. We were quite fortunate when we were forming the club. We've got a really good relationship with a lot of the range up and down the country. Well, all the range up and down the country. We were very graciously accepted with Brian down at Pro Shoot, great venue. Mark Gardner up at Longtown, and we still work with those people, and we look forward to working with them in the future.
Dale at Otterburn.
Dale at Otterburn.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Dale, forgive me for forgetting him. I think in this day and age, what a lot of members want to do is have different venues to shoot. And for me, shooting the same venue over and over again with very little change is not going to keep people enthused. People will travel to shoot. Today shows that. I don't think Jamie was the one in an hour and a half travel today.
Yeah.
Everyone else, without exception, is over 4 hours to travel. Some of us like 5-6 hours up to North Yorkshire. Even Mark and the lads from like Portsmouth, they were 4 and a bit hours.
Yeah, they'll be 4 hours out, won't they?
So the reality is, if you want to shoot long range, which is the best type of shoot there is, then you have to travel. If you're a club and you're looking to try and grow your membership or try and encourage your members to be a bit more involved, then just look at some of these ranges you can go and book on. You can go to Bisley, you can book on all the ranges at Bisley as a home office approved club. You'll be well supported by the ROs. If you've got your own ROs, then even better. Again, that's one of the other benefits. You mentioned it about training with the NRA.
Yeah.
We've got NRA instructors, we've got NRA RSOs, RCOs. We're very fortunate. And when you're training members, probationers and what have you, it's great to be able to give them a competent or consistent level of instruction. A lot of places don't do that, and it's back in the fag packet land. So that is a really, really big plus for the NRA, I think.
Right, we're really losing the light here, aren't we? So I guess, we're a home office approved club, and that means that a lot of our range days and get-togethers are focused on the members of the club. But as a home office approved club, with that focus on precision rifle, we are wanting to do a lot more of using some of the facilities that we've got, some of the ranges that we have, to put on events and matches that will be open to the general target shooting community. So just watch this space, because there's going to be some exciting things happening at some of the ranges where we're shooting at, where we've got relationships with in 2025, and I'm sure we'll be announcing some of those exciting developments on this podcast shortly. I won't say any more of that. We don't want to give the game away.
And it's getting dark.
And it's getting very dark, yeah.
Brilliant. I mean, I've been driving 2 hands of steering wheel the whole time, apart from now when I'm waving at you. So, brilliant, Rob. Thanks for coming on camera and talking to us. I know you weren't looking forward to it. We literally just ambushed Rob. This is like, we're going to do a podcast. Rob's like, what about? We're going to do it now. Rob was even making notes and all sorts when we started off. So,
fortunately, you can't see me. I've got a face for radio. So good.
Well, the good news is, in podcast land, as Simon likes to remind us, you just have to use your ears. You don't have to use your eyes. So it doesn't matter how dark it is in the car. You'll still be able to hear us just fine, assuming these microphones are working.
Thanks for listening. I think it's a relatively short one in the grand scheme of things compared to what we normally have. We've got a few people lined up for interviews over the next few weeks. Some of them are working funny hours at the moment, aren't you, Heng? so we're not able to get him on.
Well, who is our next guest? So let's just introduce Heng as our next
So
guest.
Heng found the practical shotgun. Is he in what? He's that the champion, isn't he, Rob?
I think it's some kind of guru. I think is what
Yeah,
he is.
so he's won stuff. Heng's one of the most entertaining people you will ever meet in your life, and not only does he do a lot of UKPSA, IPSC shooting, he's also heavily involved in practical shotgun. He's also one of my favourite people. We've been trying to get Heng on for a while, but our stars haven't really lined up. So we hope to have an interview with Heng very, very soon. We'll be doing, I think we're doing a giveaway with that one, aren't we? I think we're doing some Vortex giveaway. So just like the last one, some chap, nice chap, won a Celtic Precision bag. So come listen to the podcast, take part, and leave comments and all that sort of stuff on the next one. You've been with a chance of winning some Gucci Vortex cleaning kit. And then we've got some other ones lined up. Christian's got stuff he wants to talk to the world about, and
Absolutely.
we'll get to that in the next few weeks. But thanks for listening, Rob. Thanks for talking to us. Really, really good of you.
Thank you very much for having me. Appreciate it.
Christian, thank you for being Christian. And those people out there in podcast land, look after yourself and be nice to one another. Is that what you say?
Yeah, take care, Alex, especially.
Alex White, yeah.
And yeah, be good to one for me. See you later.
Cheers, bye.
Ta-da.